back, baby. Synergy Lot 4, Goshen, Indiana. Grabbing a 22-foot hideout. That might be it right there. Let me see. What's the numbers on it? 240882? Nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. 240882. Let's see. Let's see. 22 feet. Down here. I see it right there. I see it right there. You see that? They write it for you. Yeah. 240882. That's us, baby. That's us. Look at this. No backup camera. And that's how close we got. No backup camera, just gangsterness. And don't worry about me bumping it. It's perfectly fine. I didn't trash it. Everybody bumps it. Unless you got a backup camera, but you know, the cum dog don't have that. So you gotta do it the old school way. And before I get talking, don't forget where you at. My man over here taking off with the mini loft. Let me know if I should try one of these one day. Let me know if I should try one. I'm definitely not trying none of them big boys behind. See, that's the mini one. And then you can see behind it from right here to right here. That's the big boy. I'm not putting that behind my cum dog, bro. It's just not gonna happen. But let me know if I should try the mini ones. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about the situation with these loads. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you, at least with Synergy, they're super duper scarce. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like to get a load, what I've been having to do is like, if I don't have a load, I have to get on like sometime kind of in the morning, and then later, like in the evening before, I don't know, maybe around like 1 or 2, and just spam the refresh button until stuff pops up. And then, cause they gone like that. And I don't know, like I know that everybody says July and August are like the slowest months of the year. But we're in September now. Obviously it's the first week of September, so we'll still give it some time. But even right now on the load board, it might be like 3 or 4 fifth wheels on there. And I don't even got a fifth wheel set up. I mean, I got a fifth wheel at the house, but I didn't put it in. I could put it in, and I will put it in if it comes down to that. But I don't know, I've been cool with the travel trailers. But yeah, luckily I got this load out to Delaware just by the grace of God, you know, just by refreshing the load board yesterday on my way down to Tennessee. I was getting ready to deliver. I said, man, I need to try to get something lined up. And just by the grace of God, this was on there, and I called and it was available, so they gave it to me. And guys, that's not really me saying that I'm discouraged just yet, but it's definitely not a good feeling, you know, not necessarily knowing if you're gonna have work every day. But with that being said, when you are a business owner, in a sense, that's just the risk that you take, you know. You risk failing. Plenty of people fail out of this game. You know, there's been hundreds of RV transporters, thousands that have tried, hundreds that have failed, hundreds that have succeeded in this game, you know. And I do want to be one of the success stories, but also if I'm one of the failure stories, you know, I understand that that's a possibility. But that's not the mindset that I have. The mindset that I have is growing, continuing my freedom, and gaining financial stability through this RV transport journey. So I'm not discouraged by the loads. We're gonna stick this out as long as possible until I absolutely cannot pay my bills. We're gonna ride this out. Don't forget, lock this bad boy down, because you don't want nobody stealing it or it popping off accidentally. Security, good, looks good. Oh, if you're like me and you run out of zip ties and you continually forget to stop and get some new ones for your transport plate, just look around on the ground. You're gonna find some. They're all over the place from when people cut them off. So, life hack in the transport world. Not bad, a little unit. I could get behind it. I'd probably own it. Oh no, I don't know if I could haul campers all day for work and then haul one for pleasure. I'd probably be tired of it. Looks good. Let's get on the road. So obviously, if you're already in this game, you probably know that people come up to you all the time and ask you questions about it and want to know what the pay is like and your schedule and what it costs and yada yada yada. Well, I don't know. I think if somebody came up to me and asked me if now is a good time to get into RV transport, I don't know. I think maybe it's a good time to start the process. Like if you don't have a truck or anything, then yeah, sure, I would say go ahead and start working on a truck and stuff like that. But like if you wanted to start work right now and hit the ground running, I don't know, because I see Synergy hiring on new guys, you know, weekly, and they even have like hiring signs in front of the building, but then like you get on the load board and there's no loads. So I don't know what the thought process is. Again, I haven't been here long enough. You know, I'm only on month 2 right now, so I don't know for sure. Like, who knows? Maybe even tomorrow. You know, today is September 4th, I think. Maybe September 5th the loads ramp up and they don't die down again until, you know, next July. And I'm making this video for nothing. You know, who knows? I don't know enough. These videos that I'm putting out are me learning as I go, and then just kind of letting you guys know what a new RV transporter is going through and what I'm thinking at the time. You know, that's basically my process behind all of this, my thought process. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I would probably just say not yet. Like if you want to get into the game and you got the truck you want to jump in right now, I would probably just say not yet. Wait like maybe like a couple weeks, a month, and see what happens. Because again, these loads, man, I've never not been able to find a load. I want to start by saying that. Like I've never went days without getting a load, but also I'm one of those guys that will spam the refresh button on the board, you know, until I do find something. I don't know. I mean, ultimately, you know, I seen guys that said, you know, these months are slow. When I joined, I didn't jump in and just get caught off guard. Like, you know, I did my due diligence, just like you guys are doing right now. I was watching every video. I was watching the who was it? Silverstone Life. I forget. I think that's their name. I watch all their videos. I forget. I apologize if y'all are watching this video. I love your videos. With the man and his wife, Robin, I believe. The Simplify guy. I think his name's Simplify. Maybe his truck just blew up, or his fuel pump went out, or something like that. I watch a lot of his videos. A couple other guys, you know, that I watch here and there. But I was doing my due diligence too, you know, and I was just like, you know what? I don't care what's going on right now. I'm getting in this, because at the time I had the drive and desire to get into it, and I was thinking, like, if I don't jump in now, I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to jump off that, you know, that step and take that leap of faith into, you know, kind of owning my own business or being out on my own. And I was just going to stay at my job and, you know, just drive big trucks. I was getting a good paycheck. I was home every day with my kids, and I was gonna be on somebody else's schedule, man, for the rest of my life, probably, because I got paid well. I didn't work much, you know. I was only working like 45 hours a week, and you know, I realistically had it made there. I just, you know, just like anybody else in life, you know, you just want more, whether it's money or time or, you know, freedom, or, you know, you always just want more. And if you have that type of drive and determination, you don't want to be putting that energy into making somebody else money, you know, which obviously we do that here at RV Transport, or at Synergy, you know, but it still feels like it's you know, you're calling the shots. You're calling when you want to get behind the wheel of this truck. You're calling the shots on, you know, the loads you take and this and that. Nobody's calling you at 6 a.m. like, hey, where you at? You're supposed to be here an hour ago. You know, you're not dealing with none of that. So that sense of peace and freedom is enough to a lot of people, including myself. So, you know, when you have that going on and you have that fire to want that, you know, maybe somebody like me saying the loads are slow right now doesn't slow you down. You're just like, you know what, I want to get in it. I want to get in it right now, and whatever happens, happens. I'm optimistic that the loads will pick back up. I'm sure they will. Everybody tells me, you know, the loads will pick back up. There'll be more loads than you can count, yada, yada. Cool. So that's what I'm waiting on. Right now, out to Delaware. I'll let y'all know, of course, if anything happens. I'm actually not going straight out to Delaware. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the DOT time for it. So we're gonna take this back to the house, and then we're gonna do our 10-hour reset at my house. You know, I don't live that far from Goshen, a few hours. 10-hour reset at the house, and then we're gonna take off probably, it's real early in the morning right now, so we'll probably take off probably between midnight, 3 a.m. and get out to Delaware, to Clayton, Delaware. Only 30 minutes from like Milford, Delaware, and I just dropped off there 2 weeks ago. So pretty familiar with the drive. Again, I love the East Coast. I love driving through Pennsylvania. Beautiful state. Yeah. So if you feel like getting into RV transport, my advice would be hold off just a little bit. And I'm not saying hold off for a year, wait till the election, yada yada. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying hold off 2-3 weeks, month maybe, and just see what I'm talking about, see what these other guys are talking about. There's other YouTubers that are like, oh yeah, we got loads, like they're lower, but we still got loads. And then there's me that's like, I get on Synergy's load board and it's like 0. So I don't know. My advice, hold off just a little bit. But if you don't want to hold off, bro, go do that orientation and get out here and be with me refreshing on the load board. And you can take all the fifth wheels from me, because I ain't hauling no fifth